Hey guys, it's Savvy, and I am going to today my family's favorite French toast recipes. It is really easy. It's pretty much just normal French toast, but you put some orange and lime zest in it. Bacon was on sale this week, and so I bought myself a pack. So I'm going to be making some bacon and cooking this up in some bacon grease, which is like the best. Let's be realistic. Where? Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have my pan heated to medium, high heat. It actually just started heating. I'm going to let it get a little bit hotter. Yeah. But while that heats up, I'm going to go ahead and start getting my French toast mixture ready. And I'm doing a single serving. So this is just going to have 2 eggs, a quarter cup of milk or milk substitute. And so if you want to double it, you just add 2 more eggs and another quarter cup. Triple. Oh! Same deal. All right. Crap. All right. I'm usually a reusable towel person, but for broken eggs, just want to scoop everything up. Broken eggs and bacon, just oh. If you're wondering to yourself, why don't you just let your dogs eat the egg? They refuse to eat uncooked food, so that's why. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, somebody's mopping their floors. Okay. Let me grab another egg. All right. And the pan's actually hot enough now, so I guess that was good. I'm going to be cooking 4 slices of bacon today. I'm going to wash my hands first. Okay. I'm going to be cooking 4 slices of bacon, 3 for me, 1 for the dogs, maybe 2 for the dogs, maybe 1.5. I don't know. Don't judge me is the subtext of that. Alrighty. Ugh. I'll just touch. Alright, I'm going to go wash my hands real fast. So I brainstormed ideas while my editing software isn't really working for like foods that would be really easy to do quickly, and I think this one I might have been wrong on just because I'm gonna have to like wash my hands a lot. There's a lot of like being used, but that's fine. All right, 1 and 2. There we go. All right, and now we're gonna put some soy or whatever kind of milk you use. I'm using soy milk today because that's what I have. Okay, about 1/4 cup. I put in a little bit more. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. 1/4 cup in. And now, of course, a splash of vanilla. If you want words, if you want to measure it out, I'd say between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon, probably a full half. Well, maybe 1/4. I don't know. We're not making that much. Okay, but just a splash. And now we add in the zest from 2 washed limes and 1 washed orange. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay. And actually, since this is 1 serving, probably just do 1 lime and half the orange. I've only ever made this for other people, so I'm not a morning. I know it's not the morning, but still, I'm not awake. I'm definitely having one of those days where I wish I just hibernated. You know, do you guys have those days, especially in the winter, where you're like, man, I wish I just didn't have to function at all? That's my life right now, just like napkin central. Okay. Oops. Now the lime's the more important flavor, but without the orange, it's not very bright. So the orange is there to just brighten it up, but the lime's kind of what you want more zest of, essentially. So we're just gonna do half the orange or for a bit. All right. There we go. Ah. And if you don't have a zester, you can just like try to chop off little chunks. It's really hard to do. You can also use a fork and kind of like the prongs. That's also really difficult to do. It's really easy to stab yourself, but you know, there's a will, there's a way. Okay. I think that's probably good. I probably should have finished my coffee before I started this. I think that's the boat I'm in right now. All right, let's mix this up. I'm just going to use a fork. Oh, and the reason we're doing this in a pie tin is because it's nice and shallow, so it's really easy to get everything nice and bread, or dip the bread in. It has space. You can mush it around if you need. Oh, it smells so citrusy and delicious. I'm going to put in a little bit more lime, just because these limes are really small. They're the only ones at my supermarket, so you guys don't care. By the way, I do have things on my oven, but I also know what's on and what isn't, so don't worry. Famous last words. This is looking good. Also, if you're not super into French toast, I would recommend giving this a shot, because I only like French toast when it's made this way. If it's not made this way, I kind of find it lame, and sometimes I forget that this isn't how everybody makes it. So I'll get it, and then I'm like, oh, this isn't what I'm used to. I'm a bit of a prima donna about it. Okay, I'm going to turn this up all the way to medium-high instead of in between. Try to crisp it up a bit. And while that is crisping up, I'm going to set towels on a plate for the bacon. Once again, I don't recommend doing all your prepping on your counter. It's just, I can't move around today because I don't want you guys to get car sick. So, okay. Cooking along here. Well, how are you guys? I'm doing okay. I've been applying to a lot of jobs, and it's crazy. So I did get help from my sister for like my cover letter and stuff, and my resume. Well, I had the wrong resume, but that's probably indicative of what I do to future employers. But I've finally gotten calls. I've like not been getting calls, and a big part, I moved to a small town, and they only hire like. And there's a lot of, not all businesses, there's a lot of businesses, though, that like to hire local. And since I have a Colorado area code on my phone, I'm not considered local. So I think that's part of the issue. And now, because like the only places that have called me have been in Sacramento. I was also applying to LA because I was like, maybe I should just move to LA. Where I live, they're like, yeah, you can't commute. Like, because if I work in San Francisco, it would suck, but I could commute for, I mean, I could commute forever, but ideally it would just be for like, ideally it wouldn't be at all, but, or it'd be for like a month and then, you know, I figure my life out. But I don't know, I'm really hoping that some things come through for me and I get a good job and I like it and I can make rent and all that good stuff. You guys are all have good jobs and are able to make rent and like what you do. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just like trying to chat a bit. What am I reading right now? I am reading Eve the Awakening by Jenna Moreci. I love it. It is so good. I tried to start it a couple times this summer and I just wasn't in the mood. And I think I also like the first, I never got past the first 2 pages and I didn't really like them, but by page 4 I was hooked. It a little bit more of a go, but I'm loving that. I'm also in a classics book club with my grandma, and it's really fun. And we're reading, it was our month to like choose, and we chose Cold Comfort Farm because it's kind of a modern classic almost, and it is so good. I've seen the movie before. I would venture to say that the book is even better, maybe. They're both amazing. I don't want to put them against each other. But it's really funny so far and just like a really enjoyable, chill read. It reminds me a lot of the 101 Dalmatians, the book, if you've ever read that. And then I'm also reading, well, I'm still working on tests. I haven't picked it up since like November. I love it, but I just haven't picked it up. So I'm probably going to pick that up at some point. Is that all I'm, oh, and then I'm also started The Corner of Bitter and Sweet. It's kind of a rough read for me. It's about, and I know it's going to get happier, but it goes between a man, so it's about a man, and it goes between him in the 80s, right after his wife dies from cancer, and he's like middle-aged or like 60 years old, and then it goes back in time to, he was a Chinese American, he was friends with the Japanese American, and they become friends, and their parents don't know about each other. And it's like right when internment camps are coming to be. And so it's like, I know she's going to get sent away and that's just like so sad. So I'm really enjoying it, but it's just like kind of an intense, it's like not that intense, but it's just like kind of melancholy. And I'm already feeling like the winter blues and I'm like, this is good, but I don't know. This is going to be such a long video. I didn't realize how long it was going to take to bacon. I would have started this already. I'm sorry. I'm going to grab my bread out of the fridge. Okay. Now, the key to good French toast, where was I going with this? I don't know. Is to use bread that is nice and porous but still sturdy. I'm actually using just kind of run-of-the-mill white bread, and I think that it's good like that just because you don't have a super thick crust to deal with. That's why challah French toast is so popular, because it's like really good. That's my opinion. Oh my gosh, I am a mess. Okay, let's cook the bacon on the other side. It's not cooking super evenly. My favorite way to cook bacon is actually like in a like casserole dish, and then you put like a cooling rack over it, and then you put the bacon on, and then you just cook it in the oven. But I don't currently own a cooling rack. I need to get on that. But that's like the best way to make bacon. They come out perfect. They're like crisp but not overdone in some parts and kind of crisp in other parts. Fortunately, I like it like that. And I guess, really, if you want to stop watching now, you can, because this how to make the insides for the French toast for a single person. This actually might be for 2 people, but we'll see how many pieces of bread it makes. That's all you need to know, really. I mean, I'll cook it for you, but it's really, you just gunk, and then you just kind of put it down, fry it up, flip it, fry it up. You can also definitely use butter instead of bacon grease. Bacon grease is not necessary at all. Oh, sorry, Sam. Maybe you shouldn't get under my feet, huh? All right, I'm done cooking the bacon. It's good. All right. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the sink, not burn myself, success, and then I'm just going to take the grease and just kind of wrap it around the pan so that it gets all over, and then I'm going to pour out the excess grease into a jar in the sink. Oops. All right, that was more or less successful. All righty. Now, okay, this is just gonna get put away. Yeah. All right, here's our excess grease, just in case we need some more. And let's just put this guy in. You just make sure it has a nice layer. All right, that's nice and good. You see all the zest on it? Oh, it's so yummy. Okay. And then turn it back onto medium heat. I turned off the heat, and now I'm turning it back to medium, high heat. And I'm taking a sip of coffee. Yeah, I should have finished that before I started this. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm thinking about getting my master's. I'm looking at programs. I'm looking at programs like, actually at one of the places I applied, they have like a sound design master's. They also have like a video game master's, but I think it's more of like a animation for video games rather than sound, and I'm a sound person, so that's that. I think it'd be cool to get like an office job though, and then just do live sound like on the side, because I love live sound, but I don't think I could do it professionally. It's just like a lot of junk to deal with. Maybe I could, but I don't know. There's just like a very big culture of like, never sleep, never take a break. Bah! And it's like, with being like, giving yourself a day off, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so that's my life right now. Went for a nice long walk this morning. I do most mornings. Let's check this guy. Oh man, it's sticking. Are you kidding me right now? No, you do not get a stick. Are you kidding me? Why aren't you working? Oh, because I didn't scrape out. Jesus. Okay, we're just gonna burn this one and give it to the dogs. I did not realize how much of a mess I was this morning. I should have known because I didn't want life to happen this morning. Okay, we are going to just put that away and start over with a different saucepan. Maybe the saucepan is just bad luck, but it's not me. That's what I'm banking on. And now the dogs are like swarming because they can smell the food. Okay. let's turn it. And then let's put some oil in there, grease, whatever. And if you're like, whoa, is that a Teflon pan? You should never put oil in a Teflon pan. These went to college with me. They lived in dorms. They lived through a house that I had like, what, 4 or 5 different roommates in. They no longer have their like Teflon thing on them. So I do have to use grease. Okay, so we're just going to let this guy soak a bit. That'll help. I thought this was going to be quick and easy and fun, and I'm a mess. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know. This is indicative of my life. Like, I'm trying. I want to be good, but something is just not working. So, okay, let's see. This is going to be so good if it works, though. It will work. Positivity, right? Right, drip, 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 and there you go. Should be that hot. Oh, man, this is going to be so good. Positivity. All right, I'm just going to start getting the next one ready. I think they know one's for them. Oh, I have a knife out, don't I? I'm just going to cut up the one that's for the doggies. All right. Okay. Also just going to tear up the piece of bacon that's for them, which is the one that I think I don't want, which is probably this one. Don't worry, I'm not going to feed them on the plate. I'm just getting it ready for them. All right, there we go. And as far as toppings, you can actually make a really yummy like lemon or lime glaze. You could even do like a gin and tonic glaze where like you put in like if it's for grown-ups, you could mix it with like a little bit of gin, maybe, and then with powdered sugar, and then like just glaze it on. That'd be really yummy. I'm just gonna go with good old maple syrup because maple syrup's delicious. Oh, there's my butter. Okay, let's see how this guy's doing now. Yay! Oh, I probably flipped it like 2 seconds too soon, but I'm gonna take it as a win. Oh, I'm feeling better. Okay. Man, I was not doing well for a second there. I was like, oh my gosh, like, because I really don't ever want to get rid of a video. My goal is, even though like I know my beginning videos, I mean, beginning, I know all my videos are super cringy, but you know, I just want to be able to look back and be like, oh my God, what am I doing? But I think it's important to say like, wow, that's where I started and this is where I've come. And even if I like quit YouTube, I guess maybe if I quit YouTube, I would take all my videos down. But like, it's a fun hobby. It's nice. Okay, so. Okay. Feel better now. No, I shouldn't turn it up. And I do have a plate warming in the oven, so I'm just going to slip this guy onto the plate when it's done. That's another, yeah, I'm going to cook that guy for longer. We're just going to turn it up a bit. Whenever I cook things like pancakes, waffles, French toast, I always warm them in the oven while I cook them, and that way, especially if you're like, either A, you're cooking for yourself and then it still tastes good by the time you get to it, or B, if you're cooking for other people, you can all just like eat together and be a big happy family. Oh my gosh, where's my coffee? Okay. I can't think of anything else to talk about with you guys, though. My life is so boring. I don't know. Job soon. That'd be nice. I applied to a theater and I was really excited. They haven't called me back. It was in Sacramento. Audio position, so I'm like hella qualified. But nobody cares. Oh, actually, one sec. Okay. And bacon grease. Okay. And then right now, since I'm worried about it like burning the eggs, so I'm just lifting it up to move all the grease around, because if I just kept it and like smushed it around, it might not cool down a bit, but I'm going to put my hand above it. Okay. Oh yeah. And I think we have room for one more piece or enough of the gunk. Sounds yummy when you say gunk, doesn't it? Okay, maybe not quite enough, but whatever, we're gonna pretend. Oh my gosh. So this is definitely a video that I would have just refilmed. Okay. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Don't mind me. Okay. Give that a shot. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, yeah, I literally don't have anything to talk about. I should. I don't know. I really like classical music. I think I'm gonna do a video on like if like you don't like Mozart and Bach, what kind of classical music you can listen to, because I feel like I am an expert on not liking that kind of music, but liking other kinds. And I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool to give a little romantic history lesson, because that's my favorite genre of classical music, and even like more modern musicians who do it. Like I like musicians who sound romantic or have romantic elements. So I was thinking about doing a video about that. I'm definitely going to do my top 5 music books, which are actually not about like musicians so much as like music business, songwriting, those kinds of books. And they are applicable. Like there's especially my favorite one has to do with practicing, and it is applicable to everyone's life. It's so good and so inspiring. I'm going to rinse this out. So I'm thinking about doing a video on that. There's like the book, like the videothon that starts on Monday. I know. You guys have regular dog food in your bowls. I know. They want the good stuff. I know, don't you? There's a videothon though, that's because YouTube is once again upping their requirements for monetization, and it's a month long, and I actually kind of like the idea of it, but at the same time, like, that's a lot. Like, I think I might want to do it. I don't know. It's hard because it is like, well, this is a hobby, but at the same time, it would have been nice if I would have been able to someday, make $100 a month, or, and I understand that's like a lot to ask for, but at the same time, like, that'd be nice. I'm poor. $100 is a lot of money to me. Probably have to flip this guy over again. Oh well. Let's turn it up a bit. If you're whatever and you're thinking about doing it as well, like comment below and tell me why you are or aren't. Because I don't know if I want to or not. I think part of it is that it will cut into my and so it's like, because there's no way I'm making 2 videos a day. That's just not happening. But I thought maybe I could even like talk like while I make myself dinner. Try to make it not just about booktube. Oh my gosh. What's happening today? Oh, news about what? Of course. All right. Let's get out the other pieces. Okay. Just want to make sure that the dogs is nice and cool. Okay, I don't want them to burn their mouths. Okay. Just gonna give the dogs some of theirs. Yummy, yummy. Ooh. All right, come here. Good dogs. All right, sorry, I just had to get them like out from under my feet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this is probably ready. Yeah, it's not burned. That's perfect. Alrighty. Okay. Oh my gosh. What a mess. And so now I'm just gonna put some maple syrup on. Put, like I said, that gin thing. I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna let you guys, because I am gonna refilm this video when I have editing capabilities. Because holy guacamole, do I need to redo this? All right. All right. I'm gonna grab a fork and try it. That is completely worth the mess and the mishaps. Oh man, this is really good. What I love about it is that it's just very bright. Like, I feel like French toast always just tastes kind of like eggy and cinnamony, and this really tastes like bright and citrusy, which makes sense, but it's so, so good. All right, guys, I am gonna leave you now because, oh my gosh, life's crazy. Have a good day. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, year, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!